everyone. This is Mehul Mathan. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's podcast, we have a very special guest that is Gaurav Mittal. So Gaurav has done two masters, that is masters in computer science from United States, and his second masters was in financial engineering at World Quant University. So this podcast, I want to drive towards, how was his experience at World Quant University, and is it a free masters, and what all subjects he has taken, and how was the overall experience. Telling about Gaurav, like he has been into couple of roles from being managers to be a director at couple of departments. So like Gaurav, first of all, I really want to thank you for joining this. And like, can you share your education background and your working experience with the audience?
Definitely, Mehul. But first of all, I wanted to say thank you. You are helping a lot of students and different professionals in the industry, and I see you have created a good network, which is really helping a lot into the industry as well. So definitely, let me tell about myself a little bit. I started as a 20 years back when I came to United States. Here, I started my master's in computer science from a very small university. But at the same time, I was a IMGP graduate over there, information management graduate program. So via that, I was working into the industry as well as a research associate, and through that, I was able to publish few of the research papers, like those were on the face recognition and video enhancement algorithms. So, and those were published in IEEE. Now, given that research background, I but when I entered into the industry, I went as a Java developer over there. I went into different roles into the industry, being a Java developer, then tech lead, handling multiple projects, then was there as engineering manager for a long time, and then moved and took multiple projects, and then became a director of engineering over there, into the financial services industry and the healthcare industry as well. So after that, I I was feeling that I have to go ahead, because being having a research background plus working into the financial services industry for long, I wanted to do something which was related to statistical modeling and mathematical modeling, that led me researching through the universities, which can work through my uh, along with my working, I can do that master's as well. So World Quant University, um, I got to know when I was researching through, and it is completely, when I saw the curriculum, it was exactly what I was looking for. So now then, after doing the master's in financial engineering, I was able to apply a lot of things that I learned through. And within the department, I did not change the company, but within the company itself, I was able to move into the different department where I am able to apply those machine learning models and the statistical modeling approach. Yes.
Okay, thank you for sharing your background. So, like, Gaurav, like, how was your overall experience with WorldQuant University? Like, because,
Mhm.
is it like a 2 year program or is it like 1.5 years of program? And like, how was the overall curriculum? Like, how was the video lectures? And was it a live session or was it recorded? Or like, were there any assignments or were there any projects? Like, if you can walk through your experience.
Sure, sure, definitely, Mehul. So this is definitely stitched uh, for the experienced professionals, definitely. And it's a mix of both. Means it's not all the classes are live classes. You have few classes which are very important. You have the live in person talking with all the students in the class, but this is all virtual. There is nothing, you are going to a physical place. So uh, overall, it's a mix of all the academy, all the teachers and mentors are, it's a great mix. So people who are already working into the industry, and there are very good teachers from different universities also. So it's a great mix. Means you don't feel like that you are just doing the theoretical things. The teachers who have been working into the industry, they tell you, does this really work? Is it really important into the industry as well? And you have a great implementation. So I will say that was a great program. So overall, the whole program was for the 42 credits. Okay. I'm not sure, like it's been 4 years now that I have completed that program, but I'm pretty sure they have been keeping the same curriculum. So if that curriculum is the similar, there will be assignments at the end of each and every course that you are finishing. That each every course is for the 3 credits. So at the end of the course you will have the final exam as well. There will be some assignments in between during the course as well. So also, once you finish all the courses, there will be a capstone project, which is a huge project, and you really get a great insight where you are implementing the whole things that you learned throughout the whole masters, which you are gonna implement in capstone. Yeah.
Understood. Understood. And is it like a completely free masters, or are there any hidden charges for pursuing the masters?
It so uh, it is completely free from the World Quant site. Okay, but any textbooks that you can buy either through Barnes and Noble, Amazon, that is up to you. But means whatever the material they provide, that is also very much sufficient. But they also recommend to buy a few of the textbooks, which is your cost. But otherwise, they do not take any single penny. The uh, and they say that it's a non-profit organization, means how the people do, and they it's like a philanthropic side of the World Quant company itself, where they want to educate the people into this side. Yes.
That's amazing. If they're not charging anything for the complete master's degree, I mean that
No.
is like phenomenal. And like how do you rate the curriculum of like the MFE program in terms of like relevance, its
Mhm.
ability to prepare students for the financial industry? Because you are
Yeah.
already a working professional and you know like you know what kind of things are happening in the industry. So like how do you feel about the relevance?
The whole curriculum is tailored by looking at all the Ivy League universities like Columbia, Harvard, whatever even the Bar College. So they have seen the curriculums, they have seen what is the best through those, and I guess all the courses itself, those are very relevant to the industry. Okay. Now if you will see how the different courses, that's a I'll give you an overview of the different courses, which are like kind of, it starts with the fundamentals of the financial markets. There are two courses, fundamental financial market 1 and 2. So which is pretty every masters in financial engineering course will have, because you need to know all the fundamental keywords that are used into these financial markets. So they go through that and the basics. Then after that you get into the stats, either through they get to know how all the formulas, statistical formulas, you get into those Excel sheets, you get to know, you get used to of those different tools available for the statistical modeling. And after that, then they get you into some of the Python language models, means Python language learning itself. So there are two courses related to Python itself. So Python 1 and 2 means it's not means they recommend Python only, and based on that, uh, they have the basic Python course and then advanced Python course for writing the different algorithms. So then after that, how you go through the data structures, different algorithms, how you tailor the algorithms while writing, before writing, getting into the alpha designing. So that's a another course for the algorithms itself. So these are the main basic courses that you have to. Once now you are accustomed to these all the courses, you will get into the economics, exactly econometrics, where you are gonna start applying those all your skill set in for the actual market over there. So the econometrics will be the next course where where you will learn all the different terms used into the industry itself. Now from there you will start designing. Once you are aware of all these economics, you will get into the designing the alphas. So these alphas are nothing. These are the different expressions that you use, and you use onto that data to get the PNL. So better you get to know about the economics and all. You read through different research papers, you better your the PNL of your alpha designing will be. So that's where the alpha designing will come up. Then there are two different courses. First basic alpha designing, and then how you can make it better, n- any of your alpha. And that is the second course that you have. So then now, to be very modern into that, then they get into the machine learning uh, course. So machine learning, there you will apply all the different models, how you train and test your back data, and actually implement that, how it shows up. So different regression models you will work with, and different ensembles, that you mix of the regression models you are going to work in the that machine learning course in that case. So that's after doing all that, means you are ultimately you are going to work on a capstone project. That capstone project will be a implementation of whatever you learned into all of your these courses, and you're gonna give whatever you can think about, and you work with other groups as well, and you work with the teachers between that project. So that will be your ultimate graduation of that whole masters.
Do we have any subjects such as derivative pricing, fixed income, or something like that? Or is it like covered in the financial market module that you were speaking about?
Yes, financial markets too, and the econometrics that will cover up all those things. Yes,
Oh, okay. Okay.
yes.
And like you mentioned, like there are a couple of assignments in the like in the coursework, and like there is a capstone project. Also, like I'm
Mhm.
just curious to know, were there any projects for like different subjects you had? Like, for financial market one, were there any projects related to that? Or
Yeah.
let's say for machine
So
learning?
yes, yes, definitely. Every course will have smaller assignments in during while you are. So how this uh, whole masters was tailored. You are taking one course at one time. Okay, this you have to complete in 2 years. Okay, you are working on one course at one time. You are not taking like in a very normal university. You were so this was 4 years back. Just I'm letting you know. Okay.
Okay.
Now, how if they changed their approach, or they are doing two courses or three courses at a time, that I need to recheck. Okay. But at that time, you will be working on one course for 6 weeks. Okay. There will be a 1 week of in between there. Sorry, 12 to, yeah, you will get 2 weeks of break in between. So during those 6 weeks, you will have smaller assignments, and at the end, you will have a final exam. So this is how
Understood.
every course was tailored. Yes.
And like, can we skip, let's say if I know Python, right? So can I skip that module of, or let's say that subject of Python?
No, you cannot skip. If you, let's suppose, by any chance you are not available, or you cannot do the course during that time, you can uh, you have to finish that course later on, but there is no possibility that you can skip that course.
Also, is it compulsory that I need to complete that in 6 weeks, or I can finish it early and start a new course?
No, there is no possibility. 6 weeks is the time. That's how the pace is
Mhm.
there, and that's how the live lectures which are available, they will be during those 6 weeks. They were scheduled. Yes.
Understood, understood. And like, can you tell like how like what were like some of the challenges that you faced during this whole masters? Because I'm very
Mhm.
sure that there will be things which you might have learned as new. Like, were there any collaboration between the students, or how like if you can walk through like some of the challenges that you faced in this whole 2 years?
Definitely, as a working ex professional, sometimes when you are in the release times or means in your present job, you all the times are not the same, right? So, but at the same time, you have to finish the assignments, you have to finish the course on time. So that becomes a little uh, big task for you to do both the things together. And there is no other way that you can skip those. Okay. So also at the same the different students, they are from different uh, countries as well, so matching the times with them, overlapping anything, always I have the time only in the evenings or the late nights that I can work on, but somewhere else it could be their working time also, so you have to match up those times. So those were few of the challenges that you always have to face. Yes.
Understood. And like, how do you think from, because now you are also like you are in the industry, right? I mean, how do you think people take this master's degree? Do they consider this as a serious degree, or do they
Mhm.
think, it's just like another online master's? Like, how's the perspective of, industry folks for this master's in financial engineering at
No,
World Quant?
no, degree has its own value. Few of the, even if you will go into the LinkedIn and look for few of the jobs that they are looking for the master's degree and the master's and above degree into this field itself, into the financial engineering. So that is one thing. Second thing is, like, if you see from the education perspective, this curriculum is very well tailored, that gives you very good knowledge even if you are not from that same background, or you have never touched this field before. So ultimately, uh, after that, how you reap up, how you get the fruit of that, that all depends how active proactively you go into the market and just start looking around. This all depends upon the individual, I will say. Yes.
Mm. And like, is it so? What do you think? Is it like worth spending 2 years of the time in pursuing this master's?
I will say yes, and definitely. And the only thing is, you have to be very proactive before finishing up the masters itself. You have to create a alumni, you have to create a good network so that you can implement whatever you have learned into the degree. You can start putting into the job itself. Yes.
Understood. So, like so this is like my last question. Like, and like any guidance you have for like future quant aspirants, because there are a lot of folks who want to enter into this domain of quant finance, and people do like I know like couple of my juniors who are currently are in their bachelor's degree, and they think of pursuing this master's. But like any guidance you have for like anyone who wants to pursue this field of quant finance.
Yeah, definitely. My biggest advice is get into the depth of any of the field that you are uh, looking to pursue. If you are passionate, not just for the money or anything, if you are passionate, you enjoy working into this field, because at one point any field will get really very hectic, and especially this getting into the financial markets, it's gonna be a very cumbersome at one point. So you should not feel that no, I am into the wrong field. If you are passionate about it, I think then sky is the limit. And I will say that you're at the right place then. Yes.
Understood. Sure, sure, sure. Thank you, Gaurav, for joining in today. It was really great, understanding about World Quant because, like,
Mhm.
even I did research about the module, and I find like, if World Quant is providing this for absolutely free, I mean that is a
Mhm.
great resource to start because it is teaching everything from scratch and it is
Mhm.
taking you to the next level. So.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
thank you for sharing your experience about the masters in financial engineering, and thank you for coming to the podcast.
No problem, Mehul. I'm always a pleasure talking to you. Thank
Sure.
you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Bye.
No problem. Bye.